It's not gonna be enough no more.
Let's get us to forfeit the game.
It was one of ours! Tamika can't fight for herself no more, but we can.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love All American, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about All American Season 3, Episode 12. This is the recap, so I want you guys to let me know exactly what you thought about this episode. I will be breaking it down for you. I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points. If I miss anything, you guys let me know. In this episode, man, it was very emotional. It was powerful because Spencer decided to use his voice along with his teammates, to use their voice to step up to something that they believed that was very important, and that was Tamika and what was going on with her, and as well as what's been going on in the country. They wanted to step up, so we're definitely going to talk about that in this episode. It was a solid one, man, and looks like we're going to get episode 13 next week, and then after that, from what I've been hearing, it may be another break. But let's just talk about episode 12. Now, Simone's mom, she was on one in this episode, y'all. She's like, look, they ain't about to get no divorce or anything like that. She wants to just work it out. I'm going to tell you right now, she's doing this because she does not want to mess her perfect image up. She does not want Simone messing that up at all. So she wants to make it seem like this whole marriage is all great and is good. Of course, Laura, she still wants to push to get this thing stopped. She does not like it. Simone and Jordan, they don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay. And it seems like her mom is pretty much running the show, in my opinion. But deep down inside, we know they got married entirely too young. And of course, eventually this marriage may just end. We shall see. Now, Laura kept getting calls during that conversation, and she finds out that the video got leaked about the officer and Tamika. So she's trying to figure out who leaked this video. Of course, she's very upset because this can mess her career up. I mean, it could really do that. And she's going to have to go through that. Now, of course, Olivia tells her, look, I'm the one that put it out. I cannot keep sitting here allowing these officers to be free. We're talking about 5 months and you just hold the video. So I decided to put this out, which is a huge embarrassment for Laura. She has to now go back and explain why this happened and try to clear up all of her work that she's been trying to do for the last 5 months. Now, Billy Baker, you already know that he was, trying to go get tested to make sure he doesn't have CTE, which he doesn't. He just trying to get tested to make sure that his mind and his head is good. And during this, Laura is trying to call him. She doesn't get any answers. She's trying to figure out where he's been. Eventually, he does come home, and then he lets Olivia know, she messed up. Laura's telling her, look, you're grounded, and that's it. You're not leaving the house. But we know in this episode, everybody was coming over. This girl is grounded, but Spencer, of course, Layla, Kia, they all came over. They was kicking it with Olivia, but she doesn't care. She's like, look, I'm not being quiet. I did what I did. And if I get grounded, so be it. Now, we get to Mo's game plan. Now, apparently she is trying to steal Coop's future. Now, she's not allowing this guy to know all the details, but he's like, look, if we're going to do this, we have to take down Preach, because there's no way that we're going to get close to Coop if Preach is around. So now Mo's like, okay, I got that. You know what I'm saying? I'll figure that out, but you don't worry about what I am doing. Like I said, he wants to know all the details, but she's not trying to tell him exactly what's really going on. She wants to steal Coop's future. Doesn't have to something to do with music or something like that. We shall see later on through the season. Now, we get to Spencer, Kia. They over there now. They trying to get, Olivia to get out the house and do something. But Olivia says, look, I'm grounded. I cannot leave. Spencer says, you know what? We will take our turn now. You know what I'm saying? You just sit back. We'll go out there and we'll fight the fight. We will come up with a game plan. Now, Spencer says, you know what? We're going to use our game plan on the field. So now Spencer, he has taken the driver's seat. He says, you know what? I'm tired of sitting in the back. Olivia, you've done a lot. Now it's time for me to step up for Tamika in this cause. Now, we know that Chris did not agree with this because Spencer wants to pretty much forfeit the game, take a knee during the national anthem. And Chris is like, nah, I don't know about that, man. It's going to mess our futures up. We fought so hard to get to this place right here to make it to the playoffs. It's a huge risk. The two disagree, but at the end of the day, we know later on in the episode, Spencer is going to rally the team up to make that huge decision. Now, in this episode, Jordan didn't have the best episode, especially at the beginning. Of course, Simone is asked to him about certain things. He doesn't know details about things. He's not in it. Let's put it like that. Without football, your boy Jordan is nothing. And this is what he is telling Simone. He's like, look, I don't even know why you want to be married to me for real. You're going to mess your future up messing with me. I have no future without football. So the whole episode, your boy Jordan is just down and out, feeling very bad for himself. And also he feels like he just keep messing up, and that's a bad thing. He needs to get his head straight. Now, Olivia finds out the truth, and this is what we've been all waiting for. We've been waiting to see why Laura was not giving up that video. And come to find out, Laura has been working on this for the last 5 months. I believe she said she even had some officers that was going to actually, give up information about what happened. Laura had it wrapped up pretty much. She was very close to finishing this. Olivia finds out the truth that she just messed up her mom's whole game plan, and now she is feeling very, very bad. And I knew it had to be a reason why Laura did not give up this information. The way that they were showing it, they made it kind of seem like she was kind of shady, but they didn't give us enough details to make that final call. Then we get back to Jordan. Now he is having issues with Asher because Asher wants to know why Jordan didn't tell him about him and Simone getting married. Why is he the last person to find out? And Jordan once again is sad. He's like, look, man, I'm just sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a good friend. I'm not a good husband. I'm a horrible athlete. I mean, he just feels bad for himself. And that's the last thing that you want to happen. I mean, Simone came in there. She tried to calm him down. Asher trying to calm him down, but he just walked off. Your boy Jordan was just going through it throughout the whole episode. Now, Layla, she goes and she makes a visit to Olivia. And she says, look, you're going to be all right. Your parents are going to be all right. Trust me. I know. I've been through it with my parents. Your mom is tough. I can help you out as well. Now, we know Olivia just wanted to know the truth about, what happened with her mom and why she didn't just tell her. But at the end of the day, Laura cannot risk telling you because she can be disbarred. This is what Layla has told her. So that was her reasoning why she did not give up that information. And it makes a lot of sense. Now we get to Mo. And Mo was trying to look all good, her little tight, look like a leopard dress. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to get her cheeks clapped by your boy, Preach. And Preach, for a moment, man, he seemed like he was falling for it. But the thing about Preach is he has a lot of experience. He ain't stupid. He remembered the last time he was messing around with Mo and what she did. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, at least your boy Preach got that kiss and got up out of there. He was like, it's not good enough for me. I cannot risk trying to clap those cheeks and then she mess around and screw me over. He ain't stupid. And Mo, she had that look on her face like, really? You're going to deny me? You're going to turn me down? I'm trying to give you these cheeks. Like, what's up? But yeah, he could have got the cheeks, but at the end of the day, it's not worth it. We know Mo has a game plan and what she's trying to do. Preach played it perfectly. He's like, look, not today. You know what I'm saying? This is a goodbye kiss because I didn't get to give you one in the past, so I am out. Now, what is she going to do? She's definitely not done. She's going to continue to try to take down Coop no matter what. Then we get to Laura. She's very upset. She's trying to look for Billy, but he's nowhere to be found, right? So she runs into Grace, and Grace is always the person of reasoning. She's always given the best advice on the show, in my opinion, right? Now, Grace pretty much just tells her, look, I understand why you're upset, but you have to also understand why Olivia did what she did. She's just tired of seeing the officers kill people that look like her. So she pretty much broken down in perspectives on why she did what she had to do. And it can all be fixed. It's just a misunderstanding. Laura understood this at the end of the conversation, but at the end of the day, She's going to have to suffer those consequences of what Olivia did, which I believe can be fixed. Then your boy Spencer, he goes to the team. It's right before the game. Say, look, we have to stand up. We have to fight for a cause about what happened to Tamika. And not just her, everybody else. But the focus is on Tamika in this situation. Now, of course, the players was upset because they like, look, you want us to forfeit the game? You want us to risk our playoff chances? All these things that we fought for the season? You want us to risk that all? And then Spencer came up and he said, you know what? She was one of ours. And probably one of the most emotional scenes throughout the episode, he poured his heart out. And you can feel the pain. Whether he was acting or not, you can feel the pain in his voice. And you see the pain as well on your TV screens. Every other week you see it. And he poured it out and let them know this is bigger than what we are doing right now. And, you know, us just taking a knee during the national anthem ain't good enough no more. We have to forfeit. We have to do something different this time. And we have to do it with all of us. So they all went out there. They took a knee right before the game. They forfeited the game. Playoff chances. Everything is gone. The other team did the same thing. They was thinking about it. And then they said, you know what? This is for Tamika. This is for a better cause. So we need to just forfeit as well. We're tired of all the negativity that's going on. And they all stood up for this. And this is a good thing, man. They stood up and it turned out better than I thought it was. Now, Coach Baker is having a conversation with his pops. And his pops is like, look, yeah, when you was younger, you know what I'm saying? You did beat up Principal Carter. And now he's like, why did this happen? Like, you remember this as well? And his pops tell him, well, that week that you had was very tough. That's the week that they told him about his mom being sick. And come to find out, it seems like that trauma from that week pretty much messed Billy's head up. And then Billy went out and said, you know what? Yeah, that is right. You was the one that was trying to pretty much erase mom's, you know, memory from my head. So it seems like it's some issues between Billy, his father, and the issue about his mom, about what he did as far as after she got sick. So that is something that we're going to have to talk about in the future when we get more details. Now, Simone's mom, she is crazy. She's like, look, we're going to have this wedding. We're going to do it. The you know what I'm saying, the Baker family don't have to know nothing about this. It's going to happen. I cannot mess up this image for me, for real. She wants to make it seem like this is a big fairy tale, that everything is good. This is going to blow over in her face eventually. It's just a matter of time, because I can guarantee you it's not going to go the way she plans it to go. Then Coach Baker, he comes back home. He has a conversation with Laura. He tells her he was at the doctor's. That's why he wasn't around like that. He's been having these head pains and stuff. Comes to find out, he does not have CTE. You can't test it because he's alive. But at the same time, trauma from the past can also mess up your head and mess up your memory. So that's probably one of the reasons that he's going through what he's been going through. Hopefully Billy is able to recover and become better down the line, but he does not need to be going through a whole lot of pain and suffering. Now, Olivia is still having her podcast, but instead of her being on the podcast because she is grounded, she allows Layla to replace her. Now, Layla goes on air and she pretty much explains everything as far as what Olivia did in her perspective on why she released the video. But at the same time, she explained she did not know her mother, Laura, was, you know, having a different game plan, that she was working on the inside trying to take down the cops. And, you know what I'm saying, trying to come up with a better solution, in that she's not a dirty DA. She's a good person for real. And, you know, the way that she broke it down, man, I got a feeling that people's going to turn. They're going to be like, okay, I feel you. You right. Laura needed this, and Olivia definitely needed that to happen. Shout out to Layla for coming there and being able to do that for her girl. Now, the end of the episode, your boy Jordan, he wants advice from Spencer, because he's like, look, Spencer, you've been through a lot. You've been shot. You done went against the doctor's orders. You done trained. You can help me get better. I need you to help me. And of course, Spencer's like, I don't know about that. I can't be doing that, dog. You know what I'm saying? But then Jordan's like, look, I'm doing this without you, or you can just help me out. So now Spencer's like, okay, I guess I can help you out. Get yourself back together, but you have to come and speak with my therapist. Get your mental state right. Now I can understand Spencer was shot, right? But Jordan, you suffer severe head trauma. Those are two different things, because yes, Spencer was shot, but within his injuries, he can recover And you can see those, you can see Spencer's results as far as his recovery, right? With Jordan, since it's a head injury, that to me is very severe. You know what I'm saying? It's very severe because you just don't know what may happen. And in Spencer's case, yeah, he did have pains and stuff like that, but he's been tested. He seems like he was okay. Most of Spencer's injuries and mental state was because of his past, his what was it called? Stuck point, which was Coop. He was going through those things because he had not let go of what happened between him and Coop. So that's why he was mentally not focused. But like I said, Jordan, I believe, needs to take this very seriously. You see what's going on with his pops, you know what I'm saying, and what happened to him and how he's acting. Jordan, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if he really understands how serious this is. Now, hopefully he is okay. That it's not very serious. I think he just needs to give him some time to recover fully before he tries to go back out there and play football, because you do not want to get hurt again. Now, I do agree he can train with Spencer, you know what I'm saying, get himself back together as far as staying in shape and sharp, but he cannot take hits. That's the last thing that he needs to do. He can't go out there taking no hits at all. Fully recover. But it is a good thing that Spencer says, you know what, you need to talk to my therapist and get yourself right. So I can't wait to see how that all is going to play out. Overall, this episode was very solid. Spencer stepped up a whole lot this episode. In the next episode, it's about to get crazy, because as I told you guys in my quick thoughts, it seems like people are not liking what Olivia did, and they gonna get kind of messy. I don't know about y'all, but if I was Olivia and what that girl did to her in this next episode we gonna have some problems. We gonna definitely have some problems. So we're definitely gonna talk about that. I want you guys to stay tuned. I will probably drop the what to expect video for you guys for episode 13. I'll try to drop that tomorrow for you guys, so be ready for that. But thank you for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.